SPM 2018, Paper 2. Diagram 5 shows triangle OAQ and OPB where the point P lies on OA and point Q lies on OB. The straight line AQ and PB intersect at point R. It is given that OA is equals to 18x, OB is equals to 16y, OA we label with the direction moving up 18x, OB we label 16y. OP to PA given ratio 1 to 2. 1, 2 here. OQ to QB is 3 to 1. 3, 1. They give you again two vector with the unknown PR and QR. For sure, the question will ask you to find what is M and what is N later on. Express OR in terms of M, X, and Y, and N, X, and Y. If you want to find OR in terms of M, please look at the information given here. PR equals to MPB. So you need to make sure your vector involve the PR. So how to get the PR here? OP, PR. If you want to get the OR in terms of N, then you refer to QR. So we need to go through OQ, QR. For the first one, we refer to OP plus PR. Because the whole thing is 16x. So if the ratio is 1 to 2, which means one is 6x, another one is 12x, right? Then PR, we put in PB. PB is equals to
POOB.
POOB, right? So PO will give us negative 6x, and OB will give us 16y. So we substitute inside there, we will get 6x plus m multiply negative 6x plus 16y. And be reminded that your final answer cannot live in this form. We have to expand it and then factorize the vector. So as you can see here, this is vector x, this is also vector x. So we need to factorize them. So our final answer should be 6 minus 6m bracket vector x plus 16m vector y. For the second questions, we will refer to OR equals to OQ plus QR. What is the vector for OQ? Refer to the ratio
12.
12. The whole vector OB gives you 16y. So that's why if the ratio is 3 to 1, 3 will give you 12y. 1 will give you 4y. OQ is 12y. OR is NQA. So we need to find out what is QA here. QOOA, right? So QO means we are moving back. So when we move back, we refer to the vector negative y. OA will give us 18x. Now we will get 12y plus n bracket negative 12y plus 18x. And our final answer here should be 18nx plus bracket 12 minus 12n vector y. So 1 mark will be given once you substitute the vector inside. Second mark after you factorize the vector x. Third mark will be given once you substitute the vector inside also. Then fourth mark will be the answer for A2. Okay, so to answer the second questions, in order to find m and n, we need to compare these two vectors because we know that they are actually equal vectors in terms of different unknown here. So the first step, 6 minus 6mx plus 16my equals to 18nx plus 12 minus 12ny. And because we have many unknown here, so we are going to compare side by side. We compare the coefficient of x, and then we compare the coefficient of vector y. 6 minus 6m equals to 18n. Then 16m we compare with 12 minus 12n. So after that, we just have to solve it simultaneously. From the first equation here, we can simplify it and then we can get m equals to 1 minus 3n. How I get it? I move the 6 to the other side first. Then after that, everything divided by -6. Then substitute inside the m here and get 16 multiplied with 1 minus 3n equals to 12 minus 12n. Now I can solve for my n. My n will be 1 over 9. Substitute it back to the equation with the subject m here. I will get m is equals to 2 over 3. If we substitute the value of n back, OR is equal to 6 minus 6m, right? So let us see. 6 minus 6m, m is 2 over 3. Vector x plus 16, 2 over 3y. So 6 minus 4 will give us 2x, right? And then 16 times 2 over 3, we will get 32 over 3y. 18, 1 over 9 vector x plus 12 minus 12, 1 over 9, close the bracket, vector y. So both of these vector give you the same vector or r, 2x plus 32 over 3 vector y. First mark will be given. Either you compare the coefficient of x and or coefficient of y. Then second mark will be given once you eliminate one of the unknown, either m or n. Third mark, the answer for n. Fourth mark, the answer of m. Third question, you are given the vector x is 2 unit. Vector y is 1 unit. We need to refer to the vector OP. Vector OP will give us 6x. So the vector x gives you the length of 2 unit. So in this case, we get the length of OP, which is 12. So now we want to refer to OB. The vector OB is 16y, and the length of vector y is 1. So from here we know that the length of OB will give us 16 times 1 unit, which gives us 16. So can you see the right angle triangle here with the height of 12 unit and the base of 16? Then we can find the hypotenuse. So the length of OP is 12 unit. The length of OB is 16 unit. So to find the length of PB, we just apply the Pythagoras theorem, square root 12 square plus 16 square, which gives us 20. But this is not our final answer. We want to find PR. From the previous question, we know that PR equals to MPB. So the ratio for PR over PB is 2 over 3. So the whole thing is 3. PR is 2. RB is 1. We already get the length of PB. How to get the length of PR?
Times 2 over 3.
Correct. We just multiply the 20 with 2 over 3. Then we will get 40 over 3. With that, we get the answer of the magnitude of PR. 1 mark will be given once you manage to get the length of PB, and 1 mark will be given once you manage to multiply the 20 with 2 over 3 to get the final answer, 40 over 3.